Alright, what up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Jeannie, and you already know what it is. You already know what it is. So let's just get into the energy. We're going to do a energy reading for the collective Virgo. An energy reading for the collective Virgo. This is crazy because the song I was just listening to was Cross My Mind. And then we have Caught My Eye. And this is basically the same energy. You just ran across my mind. Okay? This is that card. I feel like you're going to be peeping a lot. I was getting I spy with my little eye. I spy can be significant. Magnifying glass investigations can be significant. And also random downloads. There are things that are just going to run across your mind. You're just going to all of a sudden think of people, think of things. This is being deliberately done. In the next couple of days, things are just going to run across your mind. Things are just going to catch your eye. Okay? There's something significant about your intuition in the next couple of days that could be significant. Like you could be very intuitively inclined. You're going to start to notice a pattern. Okay? Pay attention to the pattern being shown to you in the next couple of days. What's going on with the collective Virgo, please? Planetary alignment. So there's something going on in the planetary alignment at this time. It can be Mercury retrograde energy already coming through. But there's something here about new moon in Cancer. There's something going on with the planetary alignment that is significant at this time. They want you to look it up. Because things from the planetary alignment can be very significant in your charts at this time, in your energy at this time. Astrology and charting the planets could be of importance. There's also something, a sky phenomenon. There's going to be something that goes across the sky that's going to make worldwide news. And then there's going to be people who know about what's being shown in the sky, questioning to see if everybody knows. So there's people putting things in our viewpoint to get us to see it and question it. And the people that we're seeing and questioning already knows that we're going to be questioning about these things because they put it there for us to see it. Yeah, heavy on the intuition. Okay, there's something going on with people leaking information on purpose to the public, so the public will question the people who leaked the information. Okay, so know that nothing is new. Whatever we're seeing, we're being programmed to see. It's being set up for us to see. They're like planting distractions, and then we come ask them about the distractions, and they sprinkle more distractions. So use your intuition. Don't get caught up in something. But also things that people knew that they did is going to be leaked. Okay, so a lot more people's secrets are coming out. Okay, the authorities' secrets are coming out. The things that they thought were hidden are going to be leaked into the public. And then us, the public, is going to ask the people who leaked it what's going on. And it's basically to get certain people in trouble. Yeah, Dirty City Streets is basically to get certain people in trouble. This is your confirmation. Okay, this is my card of the filthiness being brought out into the streets. So you know some town is super corrupt when you can see it on the streets. You can see the fentanyl in the streets. You can see the crack in the streets. And we all know who made these things, who introduced these things to us, our authority figures. Okay? And then they give it to us and make it seem like we, the people, are the dirty ones. But the one giving us the dirty stuff is the authorities. So they're gonna, it's like they're putting a bus, they're raiding somewhere that they just delivered to. It's this type of energy. This is your confirmation that the people in charge, our authority, our leaders, are trying to fool us. and make it seem like we're the ones doing it, we're the ones, but they're the ones who have to tell on themselves to keep something going. It's like they're funding problems, like paying for drugs, selling them, busting it, taking those drugs and recycling them. You feel me? Like there's something weird going on in the energy in which nothing is illegal. If you know, you know, nothing is illegal because it's only illegal if you get caught. Because the real ones, the authority figures that make things illegal are doing illegal things and then busting themselves. And then taking the illegal things and doing it all over again. This is just something's ass backwards. In the next couple of days, you're going to notice a lot of ass backwards shit. Let's get into it. What's going on with the planetary alignment? So it's time for these things to be exposed. Somebody thought that they could avoid exposure by telling on themselves, getting themselves in trouble, and then keeping the process going. But it's time to expose the root. Okay? Because the root is pinning it on other people outside of them to make it seem like they're crime control, there's justice. Okay? It's all a lie. It's all a lie. Okay? We've jumped the broom energy, full energy here. Goodness gracious. Yeah, so something starts over again. This is a new beginning. Zero evidence. Y'all, I'm telling you, some type of evidence. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. They know they're doing it. They have evidence of it because they just dropped it off. So then they can take it, confiscate it, say, oh, we found all of this, we confiscated all of this, and then do it all over again. Fool card. Evidence. There's going to be evidence of this. Set it off. Yeah, there's a detective. Okay, out of all the crooked people, there's one person who is trying to solve a crime. 1996 could be significant. A bank robbery could be significant. But it's literally robbery. We're paying for people. They said you want to go to rehab. We're paying. We basically fund our poverty. We're funding our entrapment. This is what's happening. Because, anyways, tried to make me go to rehab. There's somebody here who was warned about doing something, and they think if they pin the evidence on someone else, then they can just keep getting away with doing something. But this person's going to lose something because they keep doing something. Yeah, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. So, somebody could be messing with God's children, and God's children are blessed. And if you don't stop doing whatever God has evidence of you doing towards his children, you're going to start losing stuff. Okay? Because God take care of his children. That's just what it is. And you making his children work hard in a society made to serve you. So God's children is being oppressed because somebody won't go to rehab. Somebody can't fix their addictions. Somebody can't tell the truth. They can't be upright. So God's children is being made to work hard when we shouldn't be working hard. This is some type of glitch in the system, but somebody overlooks a glitch in the system. Crown me. And that's what God is good at. God is good at pinpointing glitches in the system. So people who think that they can get away with things start to lose. People are being warned about doing this. God is trying to make people go to rehab, to quit addictions, to stop doing this loop. But they're not listening. Yeah, I'm going to head out. I'm telling them to stop. Yeah, they getting scared. Oof. So, There's somebody being warned to leave, to stop, and they get scared about doing it, and it's like scaring them into good intentions. So somebody's being scared straight. Yeah, I don't want the candy. Look, I don't want the candy, but I need the candy. The parasites need the candy. And it's easier to give up this addiction. It's easier said to give up an addiction. This is crazy. Intrusive thoughts. There's someone out here who's being scared straight by the divine because they keep doing something over and over again, not learning their lesson. And the more they do, the more it's going to be taken from them until they live in good heart chakra energy. This is how the purge is happening. Okay, I'm here, move me, purge me, just like the water by Lauryn Hill could be significant. Just like the water, I ain't felt this way in years. In years, it's just like the water. Don't get me singing. Last one, what's the energy? Oof, he needs some milk. Somebody keep doing something. Folding chair justice. It can't get any clearer than this. We're about to see God get karma. You're about to watch God's vengeance. Some of you have been told that you don't need to do anything. Just allow for God's vengeance and forgive. You could have put yourself in bad situations just to forgive people, and they took advantage of you over and over again. And God was telling them every single time you take advantage of this Virgo, you're going to start losing things. I have this Virgo as my son's image. That means that they are forgiving. That means that they are loving. That means that they will still sit there with Judas. You feel me? Break bread with you. But it's up to you what happens. And somebody keeps doing something to you, and because you don't do anything to them, they think that they're not going to get justice. Okay? But God's going to send somebody in with a folding chair to get your justice. So you ain't got to get your hands dirty. This is that energy. Somebody who did something over and over again is about to get smacked in the head with a chair. Okay, water could be significant, a boat could be significant, a folding chair could be significant, a carton of milk could be significant. Somebody could get smacked in the head with a broom. All these objects could be very significant. But there is somebody here who was told to stop doing something. Don't do it. You're going to be forgiven. It's all right. Just don't do it again. And God has told this person so many times without them listening that he's just going to start swatting people in the head. And we're going to see it too. With this laughing face, that's why I said it's going to be on the news. You're going to be able to watch your enemies get beat up by the divine. And you don't even have to do anything. Vengeance is mine. All the way. Okay? What's planetary alignment? It's just the time. I feel like you have sacrificed enough. I feel like you had to take people's shit enough. Look, muddy, unclear thinking with this forest energy. Somebody was in the woods, they were in the forest, could be significant. Somebody had muddy, unclear thinking when they came up with this plan. When they weren't thinking clearly. I heard thou not, they don't know what they have done. Okay, so you may need to pray for your enemies because they may not know what they have done. Somebody did something under muddled, unclear thinking, and it's coming back to them. Planetary alignment. Retrograde. It's coming right back to them. Somebody's going to get hit by the retrograde. You'll be playing a different role. Somebody can wear hats. It says getting together with a friend. Full card. Somebody was able to get back with you. All right? You were a friend. You were loyal. Because you were a real one. Great worry over nothing. So they started feeling like they ain't not worried about nothing because you became their friend again. You forgave them. What's he need some milk? It says deep personal strength and peace that assures success and increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. New creative ideas. There's somebody here. Ooh. You know what they said? They said that there was somebody here that was put with you to gain deep personal strength and peace that assures success and material wealth and spiritual growth. But I don't think this person did that. Let's get one more. What's he needs some milk? There's something about the month of June. It's celebration. Okay, this is happening now. Right now. Isn't this the month of June? Am I tripping? Or is it the last days of June right now? It's the month of June. Somebody about to get hit now. Okay, and we will all be celebrating this, laughing. Okay, you're going to have more success. Things are about to get real peaceful because somebody is about to get hit in the month of June. And this is your folding chair justice. But I feel like with hitting somebody is decrease while you increase. And that's what's really going to cause insult to injury. Because I feel like somebody was trying to take from you. Mess up your success. Mess up your money. So I feel like this person is going to be hit with seeing someone succeed. Let's get into the tarot. Let's see. There go the Fool, the Six of Wands. We're getting the Fool card twice. I'm just going to change the decks. Okay, half the deck fell out under my desk. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the time. And my daddy says I'm a fine home. Or they try to make me go to rehab. And I said no, no, no. What's the planetary alignment? The World card. Literally planets. Wow. And judgment, planetary alignment. Something's being resurrected. Resurrection. Wow. Judgment and the world to the Fool. Somebody's being judged. Their judgment is sealed. Because I feel like somebody understood with judgment. They were told. They reviewed the past. They know what they did wrong. They know what's right from wrong. They had second thoughts. God brought them back around. 9 of Cups in the reverse. And they still fucked up. Strength in the reverse. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. All these are reversals. So the only card technically, if all of these are in reverse, would be the Judgment in the reverse to the 9 of Cups. So whoever this is used bad judgment because they knew better and did what they want to do for their own selfish gain. And whatever they did under this Gaius is coming back to them. What do they do with muddled, unclear thinking? We have the Hierophant and the Lovers in the reverse. Somebody may came against like God's family, God, in some type of way. They could have also got committed to something. Somebody may have unified themselves with something. Married someone. Committed to something. But with others. So there was more than one person in this Hierophant. Lovers in the reverse, the 6 of Cups. There was more than one person in this Hierophant here. So this is to the people who are unifying people to do bad things. What did they do with muddling 2 of Cups in the reverse? This is the energy of people not being in like mind and equal with Hierophant, with God's will. So what they're telling me is there was an order to things. Okay? And everybody was supposed to be in unity with this. But somebody had muddled, unclear thinking. So they did not have mutual intentions with this group. Ten of Cups in reverse, causing for unhappy home situations with family dynamics. So if somebody didn't unify with God's plan, that's what God's children, what I'm getting. Page of Swords, and it was seen. It was seen. Last card. Two Ace of Cups, Sun card in the reverse. Which is the Three of Cups. And then Temperance. Somebody has some type of new beginning here. New chance to be happy, to be productive, to fall in line, to enjoy love. But with the Sun card in the reverse, this was unsuccessful. So it was time for some type of unity that would have caused all of this energy. This is what they're giving me. This is why I said this in the beginning. Literally, there's the Ace of Cups, Sun card. There's the material and increase with the Hierophant, Sun card, world. This is all of this right here. Somebody had the chance to get back into alignment with God's plan. It was time. And with this world card, the time is over. The jig is up. Somebody was unsuccessful. Somebody was given another chance and they failed again. And they were given another chance and they failed again. This is more than once. This is more than once. Somebody had the opportunity and they still held on to some type of stubborn belief. It did not expand. This is crazy. It was more than once. They just keep saying that. Somebody got multiple chances to do the right thing. And they still try to oppress God's people. Five of Wands. Let's jump the broom. Yeah, somebody was definitely a fool. I'm hearing I'll be a fool for you. Yeah, somebody thought God people was going to just continue to be a fool for them because they were forgiving. Because God told you to forgive, right? 77 and 77 can be significant. Let's jump the broom. The Four of Swords. And the Hermit. And the Justice. Folding chair, Justice. Somebody's going to get hit in the legal system. Okay. I just heard I declared a thump war. Four of Swords and the Hermit. With the Fool, somebody was given something that they prayed for. Justice, a chance to do right. I said, it's hard to do, I just heard it's hard to do right when you want to do wrong, or something like that. But with the Four of Swords to the Hermit, Fool card, somebody was given another chance to heal, work things out what they prayed for. If they were to act as the hermits, to heal, two cards of healing. And I feel like you did this, Virgo. You may have been the person who forgave and healed and prayed for a peaceful way for everybody. You wanted everybody to win. So you were willing to forgive. What's getting together with friends? Seven of Swords and Ten of Wands. Hot. Then Seven of Swords and Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. There was somebody that you recently hooked back up with who was given the opportunity. I just heard because of who you are. With the Seven of Swords and Knight of Wands, somebody fibbed their way in. So you actually healed from something. But whoever you forgave did not actually heal from shit. Okay? So when they came in trying to lie to you and pretend like they actually healed, it didn't go anywhere. They had to leave because it was too much stress. Too many responsibilities. It was too hard to pretend like they have healed in the way that you have healed. Because you have to have a certain demeanor. You have to put on a certain front. And that is exhausting. But for you, you actually healed. So somebody here who was trying to pretend like they healed like you did, it's way too stressful to do that. Okay? And also somebody tried to take advantage of your kind gesture to get back around them. You gave them an inch and they took a mile. So maybe you had to move away because they were stressing you out. Is this type of energy? Somebody could come in telling you that they healed, this is giving me the energy of regurgitating, because the Page of Pentacles to the Empress is here, to the Nine of Swords. This is giving me the energy of someone regurgitating the things that you said. Oh, I'm a healer. You can't think negative. You have to think positive all the time. You know those fake woke people who recite things in the right time at the right moment, but don't live by it? This is that person. They may have studied you, learned from you, but the fact that it got separated, that it was unsuccessful, means that somebody didn't actually heal. With the Page of Pentacles to the Empress at the bottom here, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Magician, somebody was very intimidated by you, your opportunities, what you're getting, how God blesses you, and they were worried about being restricted out of your new beginning. So, whoever this is, with the Justice, Six of Swords, Seven of Cups, they were trying to match your energy in a way where they can fool you into letting your guard down. High Priestess. But how you gonna fool a High Priestess is the point. Even if they were to see you, even if they were to fool you, you would eventually see it with your wizard eyes, because it's something about your intuition. Going back to the beginning of this reading. There's someone out here, Virgo, who thought they were going to fool you into believing that they've changed long enough for you to let down your guard and they can fuck you over. But the divine got them out of your energy just in time. So they saved you from a bullet. And now this person is getting folding chair justice because they were unsuccessful about coming in and trying to unite with God's people in God's plan, but going against how God wanted it to happen. And how God wanted it to happen was for everybody to win. This is what they were planning on. This is what God had in store for your enemy who was coming in trying to deceive you. We could have all been celebrating, baby. That's why you were so easily to heal, easy to forgive, Virgo. That's why you were so humble. Because you know we can all eat out here. You know God's will for his children is for all of us to thrive. But somebody, they don't want you to thrive. Okay? They didn't want you to thrive here. They saw that what you were getting, and they were jealous, so they pretended, and God gave them the chance just to see what they would do. And what they do, they failed. Some cards in reverse. Somebody could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Taurus out here. Another Virgo. Pisces. What's he need some milk? Somebody could drink milk. Like I'm seeing somebody drink milk out the carton with like a milk mustache. Somebody could also be gay, because I just saw a gay man with a milk mustache, and it ain't milk, baby. It ain't milk. What's the Queen of Swords to the... We got, he needs some milk. Queen of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. What's this? Three of Wands in the reverse. Two of Swords. Access denied. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Eight of Wands. Queen of Wands. Nine of Wands. The Emperor. The Wheel, the Chariot. The Wheel of Fortune. The Six of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. The King of Cups. The Six of Swords. The Seven of Cups, the Page of Wands, Strength, Five of Wands, Seven of Cups in the reverse. Somebody thought they were going to get a piece of your pie. Okay? You thought that they were going to get a piece of your pie. Okay? With the Queen of Swords energy, you're coming up as like no nonsense. Okay? Someone who's protecting yourself. Although you may have seemed sweet when you forgave this person, you may be sweet, but you're not stupid with the Queen of Swords. And this is you questioning someone. Because with the Ten of Pentacles, you're already good. God has placed you in material comfort because God takes care of his people. He do. Whoever tells you that he don't is not one of his people. Okay, they're lying. Whoever tells you that God is not good, they are lying and they're getting karma. That's all that it is. Because God is good. What? All the time. God is good all the time. And especially when you're in alignment with God's plan. It's prosperous. It's sunny. It's green pastures and still waters. So whoever tells you that is not is either going through a lesson, karma, or they're out of alignment, or that we're not talking about the same God. With the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, God has been taking care of you. But with the Three of Wands, somebody was hoping to join this community. They were hoping to get the Hierophant, more than one person. They were hoping to jump in on the community, on the boat. But with the Three of Wands in the reverse, they did not get what they expected. They started to cause delays to the boat. They started to change God's plan and God's order. And that's when things didn't go correctly. With the Two of Swords, there started to be a lack of progression. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Y'all forgave each other, but it was still disharmony and unhappiness. Which caused you to have to stand in your power because you need to keep this money train going. You need to keep this boat going. You need to keep this God's plan going because there's greater things in the future than to be caught up and stuck at the dock. Okay? So you had to push forward. And this person really tried to bend your will here with the Emperor, to the Chariot, to the Wheel of Fortune, to the Fool in the reverse. Somebody wanted to take control, lead things into the same direction that they did previously. Because this is not the first time. Somebody keeps repeating a pattern and God is sick of it. Okay? Your ancestors and guides are sick of it. Virgo, you're sick of it. The Fool in the reverse, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Coins. Somebody thought that they could take some type of false promise that they could be better, that they could be whatever this is. That you would be emotionally open to them and just allow them to walk you into confusion. But with the Strength card to the Five of Wands to the Seven of Wands in the reverse, you knew better. You knew better. And they did the exact same thing in the past. Somebody did not learn their lesson from the first time. High Priestess, even though they knew better. High Priestess, the Devil, and the Page of Pentacles. And as soon as your intuition kicked in and told you that this person did not heal, learn their lesson, or progress in life, that's when it's time to go. That's your cue to stand up, dust your shoulders off, put your dress and your heels high. Put your dress and your high heels back on. Put your tuxedo and your nice shoes back on and leave. And what? And leave. And whoever this is about to watch you leave. Moon card with the Three of Cups. Leave into another celebration, into a different celebration. You're about to be ushered with someone who is on your level, who will work and do the right thing. And there's somebody here who is going to be left out in the cold, and the only way to solve their problems is to do what God told them to do. We're going back to the beginning. Somebody was told to stop doing something. You need to get straight. You need to give. You need to be loving. You need to love my children like you love me. You need to love people like I love you. I tell you when to stop giving. I tell you when to stop forgiving. I tell you when to do this and do that. My vengeance is in my hands. And there's somebody who likes to spew doctrine and don't live by it. And they were able to get a different chance, a chance and a chance and chance to do the right thing when they were told what to do. So they knew what to do, and they still didn't do it. So you're about to be ushered into another celebration, into a new family, a new unit, a new community of people who will do what they're told to do. Because there's a plan that needs to play out. And nobody's going to get in front of the plan. And the only way this person is going to learn is to do what God told them to do the first time, which they didn't want to do because of their own ego and their own pride. So vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and you ain't got to do anything at all, Virgo. There's somebody out here who's about to get hit because they were given a chance and they didn't even deserve it. We are nothing more than filthy rags, yet God loves us, smiles on us, shines light on us, takes care of us, and gives us multiple chances. And there's somebody who just keeps picking evil. Picking evil over their family, picking addictions over their children, picking hoes over God. Somebody just keeps on doing it. With celebration, the Magician, the Five of Swords in the reverse, the 10 of Swords in the reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles. You're manifesting some type of celebration that will be this person's demise. Okay? Whatever you're manifesting, Virgo, because this person did not expand onto your 10 of Pentacles. See, what's crazy is that you already had everything. Amen? A motherfucking man. You already had everything with the 10 of Pentacles. You were already taken care of. This person was supposed to come in and expand on that. They got it easy too. They came in on a solid foundation. All they had to do was give to it. And they couldn't even do that. So whatever you are manifesting will be this person's demise. With the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the 5 of Swords in the reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles. You're going to be able to bounce back from the delays. Okay, this person isn't going to be able to stress you out anymore because they're going to be left out in the cold. Financially, mentally, spiritually, all that. They're being abandoned. Knight of Swords. What's the 5 of Coins? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. The 5 of Wands. Who's the Queen Pen and we have the 5 of Cups? There's somebody here who really didn't think that you would like stand in your power. Okay? Because something about you standing in your power and nurturing and doing what you're told is going to be the 5 of Cups to this person. Why? The Ace of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and the Tower. Y'all, I'm telling you, there's going to be something that you do that's going to hit this person with the Tower. I don't know how this is going to happen for most of you. For all of you. It's because it's different for everybody. But there's something about you standing in your power, being capable and organized, and following your heart, that's going to create a new beginning for you, create a loss for someone, a new beginning, and then cause pain. 3 of Swords and the Tower. Who's Queen of Pentacles? The King of Swords. The Star card. This person is coming up as a Queen of Pentacles. Who is the Queen of Pentacles to the Knight of King of Swords? And the Temperance. Judgment. So there was someone who knew that they were supposed to nurture something. With the Queen of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups, this person was supposed to nurture you standing in your power, man or woman. To solve their problem, they were supposed to. So this happened before. Somebody must have got jealous of you and tried to sabotage you instead of working with you. Because to solve the problem, all somebody had to do was work with you. Getting together with a friend. And it wasn't even work. It was like friendly stuff. What is this? Somebody couldn't even be friendly and work with you? What the fuck? This is like the easiest assignment ever. With the Queen of Wands to the Five of Cups, you could have been looking at this situation, disappointed in how things went. So now you're standing in your power. And whatever you standing in your power caused this person to be hurt and ruin everything. What the fuck? All they had to do was nurture what you had going on. Be peaceful. Choose peace. Don't do the same thing that they did last time and move forward. And somebody couldn't even do that. But you took a loss from the last time you dealt with this person. You still forgave them and stood in your power. And still gave them a new beginning. And they still fumbled it. It's like they were jealous of your power. Jealous of who you are. I feel like if this is a man, this man want to be a woman so bad. If this is a man, because they're coming up as the queen of coins, the king of swords. If this is a freaking man, they want to be a bitch so bad. Because somebody was never taught how to master being a man. Okay, and if this is a woman, this woman is more masculine than they are a woman. Take it as it resonates. But somebody, all they had to do was nurture what you had going on. It's singing over and over again. But instead, seeing you and your power made them so resentful and in their ego that they blew up the whole thing. Because they weren't in mutual energy with what it had going on. Two of Pentacles, this was like some type of financial arrangement. All they had to do was give to it to get out of the Eight of Swords and move forward and stick to it. And they would have gotten what they wanted. But with the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Wands, somebody couldn't walk away. Oh, that would be walking away. So all this person had to do was come up with a financial arrangement to get out of the Eight of Swords and move forward with you and put consistent effort to get what they want. All they had to do was walk away from something. But with the Nine of Swords, the Six of Wands, it's like they got worried about your success. They got worried about you being the victor, and they did something risky and decided to be childish. When you gave them a chance and you were emotionally understanding, or this is what they needed to do, be emotionally understanding and work with you. A change of perspective, be equal. Ace of Swords, that's all they had to do. But with the Five of Wands, the Strength, and the Queen of Wands, look at this shit. Five of Wands, Strength in the reverse, Page of Wands, Seven of Cups, Four of Cups. Somebody, that's all they had to do, but they couldn't. It's like they started competing with you. It's like they started to create conflict on purpose. When they knew all they needed was strength and discipline. But with the Seven of Cups, Four of Cups, I feel like this person, I guess they didn't want to do it. I guess they didn't want to do it. This is what I got here for you, Virgo. There's someone here who once again did not learn their lesson. They once again failed. That's crazy. I just looked at the time and it was 45:05 and it's 4:05 on the clock. Okay, so there's something about mirrored numbers that could be significant. The numbers 4 and 5 could be significant. Gemini and Taurus energy. But yeah, this is what I got here for you. This person, whoever this is that you forgave, they're going to get vengeance and you're going to be able to see this. And they're going to be able to see you manifest this energy. There's some type of new beginning coming in for you in which you're going to be celebrating because you had enough personal strength and peace that assured success. So you're getting financially paid and spiritual growth for learning and overcoming all the challenges that you had to in the month of June. Nothing you have done is gone unseen. The grace that you showed was noticed. The level of forgiveness that you had for your enemies' trespasses are not going unnoticed. You're going to be given your flowers. You're going to be given increase. And you're manifesting some type of new beginning that will be ultimately the destruction of someone else. This is the energy that I have for you. It's folding chair justice. Peace.